Hi friends, how are you? This is the Chaldonut speaking and welcome back to Civilization 5, Siam Immortal. Today we are back in the game here and we're starting to make some improvements. We're still kind of behind on literacy here, but we're in the modern era, we're making a lot of progress. A few of our statistics are pretty low, but we're working on it, and as we continue to make smart choices, we're going to keep pulling further and further ahead of the AI here. So, let's take a look at our production, actually, and see what we want to do. I kind of feel like I should build a wonder. Nah, I don't know if that's a good idea. Let's do... Wow, I have so much faith. I could purchase somebody. An engineer, or I can probably do a scientist pretty soon once we do rationalism. Let's do... Actually... Let's do... an amphitheater. Let's get that done. Get some culture going. Get another slot for a great writer. Okay... No, please don't ban luxury spices. We'll dock that, and I don't really care if somebody does natural heritage sites or not. Looking around here, right, we're still exploring, hoping to find more city-states. We found a few, which is good, but we need to make more progress. Open borders I don't really want, sorry man. Let's see. Oh, Portugal chose freedom, that helps. That's, an alliance promoting similarity, I suppose, and Portugal is the number two player. Oh, you got to be kidding me! They banned spices? Why would you ban spices, and why would you not pass? Why would you not pass natural heritage sites, guys? I don't understand, honestly. International games. If I do that, I really need to promote it heavily. I need to go, like, all in with my production. Let's see. Arts funding, sciences funding. I'd like to push sciences funding through, but I don't have the delegates for it right now. So I guess we're doing international games for lack of a better option. I don't know why Alexander hates us. Okay. People are happy. I don't understand. Oh, okay. Now I remember, right. We're competing with Greece for some city-states, which they don't like. And then Portugal is, friendly with us, and I'm sure that Greece is not their biggest fan, considering they are the top two players vying for control of the leaderboard here. We're going to go for the Opera House so that we can do a great work of music. And then we're going to bring this guy down, this elephant, to help defend against a potential assault from Carthage here. Okay. And next turn. Okay, Greece, you can keep threatening me wildly, but it's not going to do anything. Oh, why do you keep bullying city-states that I protect? No. No, okay. I am not allowing Carthage to continue to just bully my city-states. I have pretty good defenses. I'm confident. I'll go ahead and promote a couple of my units here while I have time. Yeah, I'm going to stick with my guns. Honestly. I'm not going to just let them walk all over me here. Let's actually bring this crossbowman forward, and we'll promote him in a couple turns. We'll promote you. Sure. I need to start upgrading my army a little bit so that we can survive as more enemies start to come after us. Jerusalem and Hanoi, we've just discovered here. Let's check how high their influence levels are. Jerusalem is actually pretty vulnerable. We could potentially get them under our sphere of influence pretty soon. It's going to be a little bit challenging, but I think we could do it. Culture quest. Culture quest. Okay, we don't really care about either of those. Because I don't think we're the #1 on culture. If I remember correctly from last episode, we're not there. Great Writer we might be able to do, though, so that would help. I think Malacca's already our ally. No, they're not. Okay. Yeah, and gold gifts are more effective, so that would be a really great strategy to get a city-state ally pretty quickly here. Looking around, though, I don't think there's anything else we need to do with our units right now. We can't do anything with these musicians at the moment, which is why I'm going ahead and building that opera house so we can actually get some value out of those guys before we get to the late game. We just got musketmen, nice. Okay. Things are improving for us here. Let's go ahead and actually use up one of these great musicians, which will get rid of some maintenance costs and also gives us a little bit of a boost here. Now, happiness is a bit down, but I don't think we have to build a zoo. A stock exchange isn't a bad call. Big Ben is actually pretty good too. Culture +1, great merchant points. The Eiffel Tower is pretty good. Broadway, I don't really need. That's kind of too long a production to be worth it. A musketman's not a bad idea. Let's go with the hydro plant and get our production up, because we have a lot of river tiles in our capital there, and I think that's going to be pretty beneficial to us. Going with a production boost since we're heading into the late game here. Anyway, let's see. We've had the public schools for at least 8 turns, I think, at this point. So if we want to do a rush, that's definitely possible. I will check to see if this number, though, in the bottom left of our screen here for how much science we'll get from a boost, increases next turn. Because if it does mean that we haven't gotten the full effect of our public schools on that number, in which case it makes more sense to hold off for now. Yeah, now we know why Alexander doesn't like us. He's actually going to war with Portugal, as it turns out. Anyway, let's take a peek just to see if it would be worth it to go for the scientists here. The number is holding pretty constant. I think it actually just went down quite a ways, though, so we might as well, as it turns out, just do some science boosts. What are we going for long-term with tech? Okay. We're going to be doing the rush to plastics. So I think next turn, we'll start popping scientists. So let's put you to sleep. Why did my science output go down? I am a little confused about that. I don't know what's changed in the last, turn. Unless my specialists have moved, in which case, I don't know why it happened. Okay, we'll send you there to keep our cities growing, because our population is pretty low relative to a lot of these other guys, and that's going to help us big time in improving it. Okay, so we're going to get metallurgy this turn, which should allow us to upgrade these elephants. I mean, it's cool that they're a unique unit and all, but it actually is more beneficial to have the upgrade. Oh no, we don't get that. It must be, is it land ships? Is land ships, or are land ships the next upgrade for the night? Maybe, actually. Okay. And those require oil, so we're going to have to do biology at some point if we do want to upgrade. Anyway, we just lost a deal, so our happiness is going down steadily. Our golden age ended and we're broke. That's fantastic. But let's go ahead and do some scientist boosts here. So, let's go ahead and research rifling. Let's grab steam power. And we'll actually wait till next turn to pick it up. And then we'll go ahead and keep going here. So we have rifling. Steam power is on the way. That's going to give us ironclads. I think I am going to go ahead and upgrade my caravel here to an ironclad. Kuala Lumpur wants the Eiffel Tower. Alright. Ooh, that's an expensive upgrade. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. Kuala Lumpur is pretty safely under our sphere of influence. I don't know if that's worth it. We still have a spy there, so I don't think that's worth our time right now. Everyone is still pretty solidly under our control, right? Antwerp has a spy, so they're good. Tyre's a little bit at risk. We're probably gonna have to give them some gold soon. Leventa's good. Vancouver's good. Okay, so everyone but Tyre really is in good shape. So that's important to keep in mind going forward here. We're not gonna upgrade the caravel yet because, as I just stated, we're a little bit broke. Crap! I just forgot to pop my scientist. Oops, my bad, guys. I keep forgetting to do that because I'm pausing at some points and then I'm picking it up again and things like that. Anyway, our city-states just got election rigs, so that's going to put us in a pretty good spot. Let's go ahead and actually pop another scientist here. This is going to put us pretty much right at plastics, as it turns out, if we pop all of them here. And this is going to bump us up significantly in literacy. We're actually the number 3 at 58%. I don't think we've been top 3 in a demographic all game, so that's huge. We're the ally of Geneva. They just got some coal. Excellent. Leventa no longer has increased influence gains from gold gifts. That's too bad, but it is what it is. We'll keep sending that caravan to our capital here. And then, let's see. Our gold output is actually up. Again, I think that must just be the auto assignment of our citizens is changing a little bit. Maybe the increased population as well. After this, though, I am going to do the stock exchange, I believe, in the capital, just because I don't really feel like I have enough gold to keep buying city-states, and as Siam, I think it's pretty important to keep ramping that up as we push into the late game. So we're going to do that. Looking at the Great Writer, we need about 200 more, so in about, like, 20 turns-ish, more like 15, we're going to get a Great Writer here. And if Malacca still has that quest by then, that should help us to maybe supplant Portugal as the ally. Jerusalem is very vulnerable, though. So that's another potential option, is just to save up a lot of gold and buy them off. Especially once we hit the information era and get another spy. Could be pretty good. Anyway, it looks like people are starting to gang up on Alexander. Oh, crap. Portugal. They're really strong. Ormus is my ally. I don't know if I want to... Like, Carthage, I've just given up on trying to maintain relations with. I have a pretty good front against them. But Portugal is a lot stronger than Carthage. At least in score. I mean, I haven't seen their actual empire. I don't have spies in their cities or anything. But I feel like it's probably not a good idea to anger a powerful country who's currently friendly with us. And is angry with another top player. Like, being enemies with both of the top 2 players does not seem good to me. So, I think we're going to lose a little influence with Ormus, and we should still... What? Was there a coup? We lost 20 influence. I don't think... What? I'm confused. Were we not allies with Ormus before? Really? I thought we were. Okay. Apparently we just had 5 influence then, and we lost it. That's okay, I guess. Anyway, we just finished Rationalism, which gets us a free tech. I think I'm gonna do Flight, because I don't really want to research it. And everything else is pretty cheap, so we're gonna go with that. it gives us the biggest boost in research and probably gets us pretty close to number 1 on literacy here. Yeah, we're number 2 right now at 59%, just narrowly trailing Portugal here. And that is honestly my only hope here for the late game. I'm kind of betting it all right now on the fact that I'm going to be able to win out in the tech game in the next, like, 50 turns or so. And I think that is going to happen for us. I think it's possible. Vancouver, I know they want a trade route with us, right? When is my next trade route expiring? Do I know? Okay. My trade route to Carthage is a huge gold producer, so I don't think I can drop that. I could drop the trade route to the capital. Probably the best idea is just to get another trade route, though, honestly, before we send one to Vancouver. So we're going to keep sending food to Trumpville over there, because otherwise they're going to starve, and we need to keep growing. I mean, stagnation is bad enough, let alone actually starving. So we gotta make some progress there. Anyway, we've got enough faith here to buy several scientists at this point. We won't do it yet, just in case something else comes up and we need to spend it on missionaries or something, or a great engineer. But I'm thinking we're probably going to buy 2 to 3 great scientists in a little while here, and then use them to do a rush after we get our research labs. Speaking of which, we're going to get started on that right away, although I am actually tempted to do the Statue of Liberty. I like the social policy bonus and the extra production. I think we're going to do that. I think we're actually going to buy a great engineer, guys. I don't usually do this, but in this case, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to get Statue of Liberty. Although, since we just purchased him, we have to drop the task for a turn. Let's see. Chemistry. That's some good production. Fertilizer would be next in line, then. I think that's not a bad idea. Let's do chemistry. And then probably fertilizer. Oh, cavalry's next. What am I thinking? Yeah, it's cavalry, then landships. I was wondering what the upgrade for the knight was. I'm an idiot. It's that. Okay. We'll do that. Maybe go to artillery, but more likely we'll push biology first so that we can get some planes and things. Because we are probably going to have to do some defensive measures at some point. And I think that planes are actually a pretty easy way to do that. Tyre is bankrupt. Okay, that's a pretty good opportunity to get some easy influence with them. I know we said earlier that they were the ones we were most likely to lose. We can get a huge influence boost right here just by doing the 250 gold gift. So that's some extra influence from a simple gift there, which helps. Let's look around here. Right, I want to do the Statue of Liberty. Let's rush that then. It's going to take it down to 3 turns, which means we're in pretty good shape to pick it up. We're still friends with Sweden, which is awesome for our Great People generation. And looking around here, I do, for the most part anyway, I do like how we're handling things. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Yes, you will pay for that. You are not stealing from all my city-states and then just saying, oh, I'm sorry, but, you know, I'm gonna keep robbing you. Like, no, that's not cool, man. You are going to Carthage. Yeah, I need the money. Unless there's another city that would produce more. I mean, Addis Ababa is probably better. We're sending them less money. But we're bringing in more religious pressure. So I'm probably going to lose Trumpville then, which is not ideal. I think I'm going to keep going with Carthage. I don't like giving them 18 gold, but I also really don't like getting 12 pressure from Ethiopia's religion if I do a trade route there, because I've only got 12 pressure going into my city from my own religion, And that's actually bringing in 18 gold for me right now. So we just grabbed the Statue of Liberty. Let's see, I could do wagon trains, I could do mercenaries, but that's kind of late. It's kind of late for that. Gold gifts produce 25% more influence. That would be pretty solid. I mean, all of these things are pretty good. But let me check my ideology first. Do I want to do something here before that? And I probably would say civil society, less food consumption, so that we can get some more growth going. I think that's probably better than the city-state bonus. Although, I mean, this is tempting. Philanthropy is awfully tempting, but I think opening up a path to a level 2 tenant in freedom is more valuable long term. And this is going to give us a growth boost too. Okay, so let's queue up the research lab in the capital here after this, and then we'll do a zoo to bump up our happiness as well. Let's do the research lab after the factory, and then let's see, the Coliseum probably, because we are getting into a dangerous position here with happiness. And then over here, probably a zoo as well. And then a bank would be a good idea. We may cancel all these things in the near future when plans change, as they always do. But for now, we're going to go with that strategy with our production. Let's see how our gold changes too with this stock exchange in the capital. And it went up by 9, so that's pretty good. Wow, 34 tourism in Stockholm. Our top city is just 8. It's a little bit sad, but that's okay. Do we have another slot for this musician? No, still no. I'll have to build some more opera houses and things like that. But overall, I am pretty pleased with how things are going. So we'll go ahead and end our turn here. Looks like Portugal and Alexander are ending their war. Let's definitely take that declaration of friendship with Sweden to get some great people generation. No, I'm not giving you open borders, Carthage, when you're probably the greatest threat to my survival. Eiffel Tower is gone, unfortunately, but I don't think we were realistically going to be able to pick that up. Great artist. I think the Golden Age is probably more valuable, so we're going to do that. And let's see. Everyone's working on research labs, which is great. In just a few turns here, we're actually going to be able to probably exceed 450 science with all of that. Geneva is bankrupt, okay. They want a gift of gold. We have the Faith lead. Excellent, okay. I didn't know we were still on top in that department, but that's awesome. We'll do that 250 gold gift to keep Geneva in our back pocket here. And then let's look around. So, Kiev is pretty vulnerable. We're just narrowly behind on Faith in Kiev. I think we'll exceed Portugal's value there, and then we can do a gold gift in a few turns, probably, to tip the scale in our favor. And they're actually going to fall behind us when we get to the next era in terms of influence. We'll be able to steal the host delegates, and then that's going to be huge. We'll be able to start pushing some resolutions through, like world ideology and world religion, hopefully. Although that can be a little bit risky since the AI reacts pretty negatively to those resolutions. Yeah, but you see right there, like, 2 delegates per city-state ally, that is going to give us a lot of influence. Choose host. Oh, they're going to be host for one more time, though. That's a shame. Yeah, they're going to be host for a single additional time. It still says for this vote, 1 per ally for city-states, but we'll be able to get more very shortly after this vote here. Anyway, looking at our research, I think I am going to go for biology first, get the oil, and then we'll go to dynamite possibly. And in a couple turns, we'll have our research labs, and I think it's really going to start to snowball for us in the tech game and all those sorts of things. Taking a look at that Faith quest for Kiev, we are just narrowly behind. Oh my gosh, that's really too bad. But we're leading in Geneva, so I don't know if that means that the leader just hasn't met Geneva, and that's why they're only leading in Kiev. But it's so close that I feel like I should make some sort of push to try to get on top there, but I don't know what to do. I don't really know how I'm gonna get this faith output up, because I'm working the faith tile here. I don't know, honestly. I mean, I could build another holy site, buy a great profit, could purchase a temple here probably, but kind of feels like too little too late. With 2 turns left, that slight difference isn't going to be enough, I don't think, so... Like, let's see if there's any meaningful change in the difference here. 1724 for them, 1705. I don't think we're gonna make it. Nah, we won't. But we're at 500 science, guys. And we did just get a great scientist, which is awesome. So, we're doing great here, honestly. Looking at the demographics, we're #1 on literacy. The tech lead is not even theoretical anymore. It is real. We are actually on top, and we're going to build a constabulary now to actually protect that tech lead from potential spies and other civs. Oh my gosh, a lot of stuff just happened. Okay, we're going to read these messages, do this turn, and this will probably be the last one for the episode. But let's go through this, guys. Order for Sweden. Peace. Greece is taken over from Portugal. Kiev. Is it war? We rigged elections. We lost out in culture to Portugal. Lost out to Hanoi in favor of Portugal. Levanta election. Ormus wants a great admiral. Ethiopia beat us in faith by like 2 points in Kiev. That's a shame. That would have been a really big swing, actually. And then all of these are antiquity sites. Okay. I'm really happy about the science boost, actually. I'm not so concerned about how things went with the Kiev situation. What bothers me is that we haven't switched to 2 delegates per city-state. I thought we got a message there that said it was going to change. I mean, maybe it won't happen until after the session here, and then it'll change, because then I'll be able to take over the host position, and then we'll have a lot more control. We'll steal even more delegates from Portugal, and things will really start to ramp up in our favor. But for now, we're still in a little bit of a tough spot. Anyway, we just got a great writer. I'll go ahead and take our next social policy to close out this episode, guys. So let's see. The unhappiness change is probably not a bad idea. Volunteer army might be a better call, though. Considering the fact that we really don't have much of an army, I think volunteer army is a good call. It really gives me some peace of mind when dealing with Carthage and all these guys, so I'm gonna do it. We can also upgrade them to infantry eventually, which is going to give us a huge military boost. It's only 120 gold to do it, so pretty soon we'd be able to upgrade all of them if we wanted. Malacca wanted a great writer. Let's see, can we buy them off? 43 influence? Not quite. We can't do it yet. But next episode, I think it'll be possible. So anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed. Please remember to like and subscribe if you did. This has been the Chaldonut speaking. Goodbye, friends, and I will see you all next time with some more Civilization 5.